Hi guys, this is Drummer Carlos. On today's video, I'm going to give you my review of the season 1 finale of The Goldbergs. Barry's, living on a berry and Mr. Dunking Unbrow. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because it's a two-sided episode. But here's the first part. And all throughout season 1, we have seen Big Tasty having Barry having trouble getting popular, becoming the top guy, or becoming popular, meaning the top guy in school, until this episode, because in this episode it's Barry's big night, and here's how it begins. First of all, and this is kind of combining the second side, the second side of this two-sided episode with Barry's side, which is the first side. We all throughout the season, Barry, all throughout season 1, I have told you guys that Barry's a very popular guy according to himself, in his own head. But he's not really. He's pretty weird, like wholesome and weird. But he's Big Tasty, and we know that he's athletically gifted. Which makes him think that he's a major superstar in school. But again, he's not popular. He's not popular. He's popular in his head. In his head, he believes that he's let's see. Freddie Mercury, but the rapping version of Freddie Mercury, also known as Big Tasty. But also in this, as well as Big Tasty, I have told you guys that Papa G Murray Goldberg is not your typical dad. He's very high strung. He's a highly opinionated dad regarding his kids. He calls them morons. He calls them morons. And other stuff. But in this season 1 finale, we get to discover something that Murray has been hiding throughout the season, without even telling his family. Apparently, back in the day, he was a major superstar, athletic superstar, just like Barry. But he has been hiding it. He has been hiding it all this time, and we didn't know about it until now. So one day, Beverly goes to the mailbox, and she she grabs a ladder, a mention letter that mentions Murray, and it's from his old high school that says we would like to invite you to the homecoming this year. To be more specific, guys, to the homecoming game, where we will honor you. We will honor you and celebrate your basketball career. And at this point, we haven't heard again. At this point, guys, like I've been telling you before, we haven't heard anything athletic related to Murray, like anything school related to Murray, or anything outside of the furniture store that he owns. Well, according to now, regarding Adam, Barry, and Erica, they thought that this awesome mention letter invitation mentioning invitation for Murray was a joke. Obviously, because he has never been the athletic type. First of all, second of all, they couldn't Adam, Barry, and Erica couldn't see their father, Murray, as an athletic superstar because he's too high. He's high strung. He gets very mad easily, irritated, and he doesn't do any exercise. Thirdly, he would be a good fit on a team, but they just don't see it. But apparently, back in the day, Murray again was a major basketball star at his old high school, and he led his team, the basketball team, back in the day to a championship, and that's why they're honoring him. That's why this current generation or current class in this episode is honoring Murray Goldberg. Now, why is this honor being bestowed upon Mr. G, Big G himself, Big Murray Goldberg? Well, he basically had a free throw record of no misses, like a perfect percentage record of free throw making, of making free throws. And he did his free throws not like the normal free throws that we see today in the college game. He did it in a very unique way. He did it. I would call Murray Goldberg's free throw technique the pendulum free throw. Just like a pendulum, he would throw the ball basically underhanded, and not shoot it straight into the basket, but he would make it. It would make it every time, according to this mentioning request invitation to his old high school. So that's why Murray was Murray. And here's how the first part of this the first side of this episode, which is Barry's side of this episode, correlates with or intertwines with Murray's part. After hearing this funny and unbelievable news about their dad, Murray Goldberg, Barry, Erica, and Adam, but mostly Barry and Adam. Well, again, Barry hasn't all throughout season 1, all throughout my reviews of season 1 of the Goldbergs, I have told you guys that Barry he believes that he's the ultimate popular guy in school, that he's very cool to hang out with, but in his own head. But to make an impact, to make a social leap of faith, if you will, there's one opportunity. There's one last opportunity for Big Tasty himself to jump up from last place in the William Penn Academy social food chain by throwing a big, huge party. End of the year party. And let's be honest. Like all throughout the season, let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Barry needed this idea to come to him of throwing a big end of the year party, end of the school year party, and to back him up, Adam offered him to film it like a movie director. Again, because Adam loves movies, and this would be kind of a fun directorial video, a video director debut of sorts for Adam, and since this episode talks about a little bit of the movie Risky Business, which in season 2 which in season 2, which I'm gonna review as well. I'm going to talk about a certain episode of season 2 that gets into more of the movie Risky Business, starting Tom Cruise. But anyway, Adam offered Barry to be his party video director, and to top off this awesome Sunday of approval, of idyllic approval, Pops was like, I'm going to allow you to have this party. And Pops was and Barry and Adam were like, Pops, really? And Pops was like I just told you guys, Pops was like, Barry, I have seen you throughout the year, meaning season 1, throughout this year, and you're kind of in a you have been in a funky rut. Funky rut. Funky rut slash ditch. And you and quite frankly, Barry, you need this party to get you out of this funky rut. Funky rut slash ditch. And of course, Barry, 2 days later, he basically got up on the cafeteria table and made a major announcement that he would be throwing a big major party, a big end of the year school year party at his house, meaning the G house, the Goldbergs house, his house. But one problem for Barry. Everyone that heard this announcement from Barry thought that he was throwing this major end of the year party for the foreign exchange student Gustav, who was from Sweden. Second, Barry didn't know or didn't have the popular radius and area and mathematical popularity width of Erica and Lainey until the big night where Barry and Adam and with Pops, of course, were saying have fun to Beverly and Murray on his big coming home reunion, rediscovering his Hollywood athletic type of basketball career at his alma mater. And so the party was set. They were left so Adam, Barry, with Pop's permission, and Pops himself were left alone, like party time. But the only party goers that actually came to the party house were Roger McFadden, who was a acquaintance of Adam, then another acquaintance of Barry, then it was just Gustav, then it was the party boy, the decoy reason of why the party was happening. Gustav, the foreign exchange student from Sweden. Until Pops himself was saying that the party was going nowhere, going to Hoth cold zone to the cold zone of Hoth. The cold zone of Hoth. Planet Hoth. And he asked Lainey and Erica and Lainey to call a few friends. Call a few friends from that they know. And they did. But Lainey doubled the number. Doubled the number of friends that obviously she knew because she was popular. She was popular. She had the I think the same popularity radius, or maybe a tick higher of a popularity radius than Erica, but they're kind of tied. But anyway, Lainey called a few friends of hers to come to the party, but Lainey didn't call up a few friends. Didn't call a few friends. She called an ocean, called a continent of her friends that she knew that filled up the house. And Pops was like, dude, this is too much. And of course, Erica knew a few friends of Lainey's, but not this ocean of friends, this continent of friends that Lainey had asked to come to the party, to come to Barry's party. Second, at this point, guys, the party was not just a regular party. It was a an ugly sweater party. To be more specific, a Beverly ugly sweater party. And everyone at the party, and everyone, just like at school, just like at William Penn Academy, thought that this party was not because of Barry, not a creation of Barry, but it was a creation of Barry for a final adieu, a final adios for Gustav. And when Barry asked who is this party for, and who made the party for, who created the party, and everyone said not Barry, but everyone said Barry Goldberg did this party for Gustav, the foreign exchange student. And of course, Lexi Bloom appeared. Lexi Bloom, since she was the ultimate popular girl in school, and she had a major popularity radius. She needed to go to the party, and then Barry obviously saw Lexi Bloom in his house. He was excited until Erica appeared and said, "Dude, stop this! You need to stop this party. You need to stop this party." And that's where we left off. Meanwhile, this is where this is where we left off. This is where I'm gonna leave it for now. Meanwhile, at the reunion, at Murray's reunion, he didn't. The reunion didn't go so well. He did his free throw. He did his magic. He tried to turn back the clock to his magic sauce of basketball awesomeness, free throw awesomeness, but it didn't go so well. He missed the free throw. He was laughed at. He was laughed at, booed at, and of course Beverly saw all of this unfolding like an open Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which is pretty good, which is an awesome sandwich from Philly, and of course Murray, after being humiliated and laughed at and booed at, he decided it was time to go. Meanwhile, as Murray and Beverly are driving back home, the party, Gustav, Barry's end of the school year party was school party was going great, but it was going great and meshing pretty well, but it was getting a little bit crazy. It was getting a little bit crazy, to a level of crazy that Erica told him to stop. And again, all that ocean of kids that ocean of Lainey's friends that she brought to the party thought that Barry had created this party for Gustav. So again, after a while, Erica basically told Barry, "You need to stop this," and Barry was like, "Erica, no." And again, this is when Lexi Bloom appeared, and Barry was like, "Eric, you see, Lainey's here for me, for my party." And Eric was like, "No, she's not. She's kissing her boyfriend. And besides, this is according to the people, according to this ocean of peeps, this is not your party. This is a party that you created, that you made for saying to bid farewell to Gustav, the foreign exchange student." Then Barry asked, who threw this party? And Henry Conwell said, Gustav. And after Erica saying that Lexi Bloom was not here for Barry for the party because of Barry. Barry just he got upset, obviously, and he had every right to get upset. But when everything was as when everything was getting a little bit bleak for Barry because of what Erica said about Lexi Bloom and about the whole party situation, the name of the party, or who created this awesome party. Barry's unfortunate night would get even worse. Would get even worse because as he was walking out of his own party that again he had made, that he had invited everyone. Murray and Beverly, his mom and dad, were pulling into the garage, and then Murray and Beverly were seeing a mess of kids, an ocean of random and a bunch of morons, to quote Murray Goldberg, that he didn't know about, that he didn't have any clue about, and for Beverly, those morons that she didn't know either had violated her sweater code, her ugly sweater code, by wearing them. Then in the last push, Barry said to his mom and dad, Murray and Beverly Goldberg, he said, Dad, you had your Hollywood athletic career, and all throughout this year, I haven't had a break regarding the food chain, the popularity scale, or the popularity food chain of my high school. In high school. So this might be the last chance that I might get to make my case to be not at the very top, but something near the very top of the food chain of popularity of William Penn Academy. So please let me continue. So please let me continue with the party. With my party. Murray said, okay, I will let you have 10 more minutes, but do me a favor. Make these 10 minutes the most incredible 10 minutes that you have ever had at a party. At a party. So Barry did. By the way, when Barry gave this wonderful speech, wonderful of keeping his party going, Beverly kind of said, she basically, her little schmoop, her little flyer cupcake made her heart melt. So Barry did. And he got something unexpected. Yes, Barry got something unexpected. And Barry got something unexpected by these awesome 10 minutes of fun, of party. First of all, the theme or the ultimate song for these 10 minutes of awesomeness of Barry's party were, of course, a Bon Jovi classic, "Living on a Prayer." But in the case of Barry, I'm gonna say living on a Berry. Then, in the last moments of his 10 minutes of ultimate awesomeness and ultimate popularity, Laney said to Barry, look who's looking this way at you. And I know how to get her attention and to make her a little bit jealous at the same time. And so Laney did something that she would never do. That according to Erica, she would never let Laney do, and she would never think that she would see this out of Laney. She basically planted a big romantic kiss on Barry's lips, on Big Tasty's lips. Then of course, in funny Goldberg fashion, Laney slapped Barry. But after the slap, Barry and Laney had this kind of like loving eye look, like loving eyes look at each other. And then of course after the 10 minutes were up, Murray and Beverly came into the door came into the front door and basically put out the fire of this awesome party. And as promised, Barry was grounded. But it was worth the grounding of Big Tasty, because for the first time ever, Barry had done it. He did not only become the most popular dude in one night, but he got a kiss of a lifetime from Lainey Lewis, Erica's best friend. And guys, that's how this awesome and epic bonjoistic episode ends. Season 1 finale episode ends. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and let me know. And let me know, guys, if you have ever had a party like, if you have ever had a party like as crazy and as nutty in a good way and also in a bad way as Big Tasty himself and as Adam and as Adam. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like and Wakanda forever. Bye.